Oh, hello, Eddie. How are you?
Well, as well, we can be this year without festivals.
So we are glad to have you here. And for those that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I'm one of the guys who started Untold and Neversea. That was going back in 2015. Was the year when we launched the first festival, Untold, at Cluj, Napoca, in Transylvania, from where are the vampires. I think in that moment were 20 or 25 persons, and after that we start to grow, and now we are almost 100
Oh,
people who are
nice.
involved in this field of festivals for both festivals. And in the beginning, all of us, we were involved in all the construction of the festival, so all the areas were somehow connected to all of us. But after that, after the first edition and after the second one, we start to convince other persons, other people from other industries who enjoy the festivals, who are passionate about this field, who start to work with us, and then we start to develop departments and split our focus. In these days, now I'm focused more on a communication side of the Bose Festival, the brand awareness of the festivals, and the CSR campaigns of the festivals.
Great. So yeah, going back to the beginning, where did the idea of creating Untold came from?
Well, the idea of making this great festival in Transylvania, Romania, was Bogdan Buta's idea. He is the general manager of the festival, of the both festivals. He had this vision. Actually, he told me about his idea back in 2013, I think. So, 2 years before actually the festival launch. He told me about his idea to develop a big festival here in Romania, like were other festivals in Europe and all over the world on other continents. And at that moment, it sounded really nice. I didn't really actually understood how we're gonna do that because it's not only that you need money. After, let's say, you have the money, you need the proper logistic, you need the proper connections, you need the proper people who can stand up with you and work for your ideas. And after that, after a year, so in 2014, and the end of the year, he called me back, and we had, let's say, the final discussion when he somehow managed to put all the puzzle parts on the same table. And in that moment, I said, okay. He convinced me. I want to be a part of this story.
Did you encounter haters along your journey? I don't know, people who told you that, man, you can't do that. It's impossible.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I don't think there is a thing that starts to make a little bit of word of mouth, and not to be at least one person who will have something to say bad about this new thing that is going to happen in the future. So let's say it was just one of or two persons who were somehow against us from the beginning. We just said, okay, let them talk as long and as much as they want. For us, it's important to keep focused on what we have to do and what we have to deliver.
Fans get only to attend the festival and see the end result, but how much work is required in the back scenes to create such a big festival? I guess you are preparing for the festival for, I don't know, a year or.
Yeah, this is one of the most frequently question that come to us. It's how long you work for the festival. I mean, I think after you end the festival, you go on a vacation for 8 months, and after that, you start
Right.
to develop the next festival with, I don't know, with 3 or 4 months before. This is correct, no? And after we put a little bit of smile on our faces, we said, okay, it's not like this. We work an entire year for each festival. So even it's never see when it's untold. We start the festival, the preparation for the next festival after 2 or 3 weeks after we end the festival. Of course, the capacity of our involvement in the next months after the festival end is not so intense like it's in the month 3 or 4 months before the festival starts. But we work actually 1 year, and like I told you, there are almost 100 persons who are involved in this planning and management of the festival.
So, what are your future plans for Untold and Neversea?
The most important plans is to make everything it's in our hand to be sure that we will have next year both festivals. I think next year definitely all the events industry, not only in Romania but all around the world, should restart. And even if we will have some, I don't know, special health measures for events, I think it's important to start and rework on our plans for the future. So definitely, this is one of our most important things for the future. We try to use those, let's say, somehow more free months that we had the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, and we start to look a little bit from outside to our festival. We try to see what we can improve for the next edition, how we can do something that will impress the people and the festival goers for the next year. And actually, we discovered that we have a lot of ideas. We have some nice ideas in the past. In that moment, we didn't have enough time to work on them. And now we had enough time to work on those ideas.
So, yeah, we were talking about the future, and we have seen that, about the next project in Timișoara. It's a brand new festival with a brand new concept. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, we are glad to announce our new little brother. So Untold and Neversea will have another brother in the west of Romania, in Timișoara. Timișoara will be in 2023. It will be the European capital of culture. So it will be an important year for Timișoara, and for us as well, because that will be the year when we will launch a new festival over there. A festival with a brand new concept, with a new brand, like we did at Cluj when we tried to develop a story and the concept of the festival that it's suitable on a Cluj community. We did the
Right.
same thing for Neversea. When we start to work on Neversea, the first meeting with local stakeholders were they proposed us to do a festival on a stadium. Hey, we have here a stadium like having Cluj, so this space is proper for a festival. And we said, no, 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 no. We don't want to do a copy of Untold. We want to do
Right.
something else. If we are here, if we discuss about Constanza, we are here in Constanza. Let's put the spot on something that is specific to you guys here. And what else could be more specific beside the seashore and the beach? So we start to develop a concept that was suitable for the beach, festival on the beach, and look like that we did the right thing, because somehow the festival complete the Untold. So the Neversea complete the Untold experience. And now for Timișoara, we'll do the same thing. We will work on a concept that will put the lights on Timișoara. We'll put the lights on the Timișoara community, and it will be our first festival. Who will be somehow outside of the city. If Untold, it's happening in a center of the city. Neversea, it's happening on a beach in Constanța, which is actually somehow in a center or in the middle of the city. The festival in Timișoara will be near to the city, on a field, a big, very, very large field, and over there, the city hall will prepare. They will build a recreation park, a large one, a large-scale one, like our many others recreation park in all around Europe. And this park, which will be a park for the community. So all the people from Timișoara, they will have access 365 days per year. They will have access to that beautiful park. It will be the community, it will be the city park. And for sure, for us, it will be our home for few days each year, when we will rent the space from the park, and we will put in place our festival. It will be much more different than the other festival, because first of all, it will be outside of the city. We'll have camping over there, so it will be a little bit different from Untold and Neversea. We will focus more on a live act.
Interesting.
Somehow the festival feeling of the Timișoara festival should complete the other two experiences from Neversea and Untold.
So did you think of a name for it? Can you give us a hint what the brand will sound like? And
we have some ideas in our mind and some scratches. It's impossible now to tell you exactly the name, because we are working on this. I think it will be a little bit of time until we'll discuss about the festival brand, because the festival will happen in 2023. So we still have some time.
Yeah, we can wait to go
to. You can come with suggestions for us. So.
Oh, okay. If you think about that, and we'll ask our fans as well.
Our fans about suggestions about the name.
How do you see the music industry evolve after this pandemic ends?
I think when the pandemic will be over, that will mean that there is no risk for us to contract the virus. Right. So the virus, it will be like any other virus that we know, and that it's living with us here. So I think people will learn to live with this virus. But until that moment, definitely we have to do something, and we have to start reconstruct and restart the events and the festivals. So all the industry should start and work and do things. And I think it's important now, and this is like in a way of try to make people to have faith and trust that we can do events and we can meet in places with a lot of people. And what I think it's important now is to do events like we can do now with a small number of persons. And what it's important is that for us, the organizer, to secure that we are taking all the measures that the authorities inform us to put on place. And for the people who are coming to the festival, to our events, because festivals it's not possible
Right.
to do a festival now, but
Unfortunately.
yes, but the people who are going to any kind of events in this period of time, it's important to be on the same side with the festival's organizer, to respect all the all the measures, and in this way we have to prove ourselves that it's safe to meet each other, that we can do small steps, small events,
Yes.
small steps, and we can learn things about how we can be safe on these small events, and actually natural we can start to grow to bigger and bigger and bigger events. I don't think it's going to be in a step from the point or from where we are now to one step to the way we were 2 years ago. It will be several steps until the moment we will say, okay, so we are just like in the beginning, we are just like 2 or 3 years ago. And we have to be prepared for this kind of approach. I know it's difficult for us even to wear mask and do things like, I don't know, keep the distance and not shake hands with our friends. But I think this will be for the next period of time. It will be something that it will be like a normal thing for us, and we have to get used with this. Otherwise, I think it's important for the industry to support all the layers of the industry, because
Right.
we the festivals and the promoters, the festival organizers and the promoters, we are just the top of the iceberg, and somehow we are the one who are more in the spotlight on this period of time. But beside us, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who are involved in the industry, a lot of professionals, genre of people, from technicians to people who are involved in the logistics. So a lot of people who are in a very bad position those days, because without being those events that were their priority and their financial source for them, this was a period when they had to decide maybe to restart or reboot to other fields to
Right.
make a living for those days. And for us, it will be a problem when we're gonna start with the full power, to see that people who were specialists on different fields, and they somehow grow with us those years. Now they are doing something else, and you have to rebuild other structures that can provide you the same services that the others offered you in the past.
Right. So before we end this interview, I like to ask a more personal question. What does a perfect life mean to Edy Chereji?
A perfect life. Hmm. I'm always trying to look on the good side of the things. So for me, a perfect day, let's say, and then we can go to a life. It starts with a day when the sun is up. I'm feeling strong enough and healthy to do what I like to do, and when I see that my little girl, she's happy, and my wife as well, and we can do things together. So this is like an happy day for me. And perfect life. I don't know. It sounds a little bit uh, difficult to discuss about a perfect life. I think a perfect life it would be for me to know that I'm healthy, me and my family. We can do what we like to do, personal and professional. We can offer a great experience through our work, and people really enjoy what we offer. But a thing that I understand until now, at the age of 35, is that a balance in everything that you do, it's important, and I think it's the key of the happiness to have a balance in
Right,
everything that you do. I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think any kind of path that you follow 100% with all your heart and, and with all your feelings is not the correct one. You should always be open to different things, different opportunities, and you should always try to keep a balance between everything that you do.
right. So that's it, I guess. Thank you for being here, and it was nice talking to you. And hopefully see you soon at Untold, Neversea, and Timișoara. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you for your time, and I hope that your fans, after they will watch the interview,
Of course.
they will understand, and they will reach some new information about what this festival and what this industry means, and how many people are working to deliver this happiness that we hope that we can deliver at each festivals. And yes, hope to see you as soon as possible, and hope to that this soon as possible to mean the next year.
Yeah, right. So yeah, thank you.